Good morning, Disney. Good morning, all. How's everybody doing today? It is Monday, middle of August, middle of summer, 2021, August 16th, 2021. If you're live here, you know that already. I'm going to say hi to everyone in chat here momentarily. If you are part of Team Replay, welcome in. Glad you're here. Hashtag Team Replay in the comments. Let me know how you're watching. If you're Team Replay, we love Team Replay, but the best version of the show is definitely live because I get to interact with you like I'm going to do right now on a Monday morning. Have you had your coffee yet? I have not. I do have a Diet Pepsi. I feel like I'm behind on the day because I haven't had my coffee yet, but Sandy Norris in the house, Rally Blaine Creative in the house. I'm going to send you a note, by the way, about the radio show. You and like 4 other people reached out to me already and or mentioned something last night on the show. So we'll talk to you here shortly. Cosmic 8 Starlight Cafe in the house. What's going on? Long time no see. Hope you're having a great summer and a great morning. I think that's everybody live. Eileen's here. Adam's Land in the house. What's going on, buddy? Long time no see, my man, all the way from across the pond. Irspirational in the house. We've got news. Scarlett versus Emma. Bob Chapek. I think he's getting a bad rap. I got to be honest. Am I the last one on earth who's not mad at Bob? I don't know. There seems to be headlines that him and the former CEO aren't friends anymore, and it's BS according to them. We're going to talk about that, and we're talking about Scarlett Johansson and Emma Stone and the vast differences that the way they're looking at it. Shang-Chi news, Free Guy news, and Disney balloons. Where do you want to start? Should we start with Disney balloons? Should we start with Scarlett versus Emma? Where do you guys want to start? Richard Scott in the house. Sandy Norris, best wishes. Good luck. Yeah, Sandy, we're all praying for you. Hope you're doing good. Eileen says, hello, got my coffee right here. Love that. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me. We're going to just start off with the very, very top, okay? Emma Stone is back. Good morning to you, buddy. Glad to see you're here, Richard. Emma Stone is back from Deadline. It's everywhere, though. You can find it anywhere and everywhere online. Emma Stone locks down deal for Cruella. Sequel. I can never say that word. Cruella. It's one of those words that's easier to sing than to say. What's up with that? Oh, we also have Disney radio news, too. We should talk about that. We'll get to that in a minute. Oscar winner Emma Stone has closed a deal to star in the sequel of Cruella. Have you seen Cruella yet? Did you love it? Let me know in the chat. In what is a very good sign for Disney as it secures talent in the wake of some criticism of its theatrical Disney Plus premiere model. This is where the news gets big, in my opinion. Scarlett comes out. Have you been under a rock? Are you aware? Scarlett Johansson comes out and sues Disney for, I guess royalties is probably the right word, the percentage of the sales. So she makes a deal that she gets a percentage of the box office. Oops, the world changes. Not her fault. The world changes, and then box office gets replaced with a hybrid of box office and direct to Disney Plus revenues. Disney first weekend especially did very well with Black Widow. I think one was 60 million, one was 40 million box office versus at home Disney Plus premium purchases. That's what they're doing here. Mouse Ears and Magic podcast. They interestingly left it out of the data on Thursday's investors call or meeting or whatever. Disney doesn't generally put out data, but you can usually, complete data, but you can usually pull it out. Just do a little math and you can figure out what's missing. And early on, they figured out that, again, I'm 99% sure the 60 and the 40 are right. I just don't remember which one goes which. 60 million was in box office. 40 million was in buying the premium version, to buy it, to watch Black Widow in this case for Scarlett Johansson early, right? So the premiere access, they call it in Disney Plus. You've already got to be a member, plus you pay an extra, and then you get it. Everybody hates the model, but they don't hate it when it's time to pay for it because everybody's doing it. So it's proven to work. Hey, Mouse Ears and Magic podcast. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. So Cruella has Emma Stone, right? Scarlett Johansson is Black Widow. When the Scarlett news came down that she's suing Disney, the next day through the next week, what did we hear? Silence from Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans and all the Marvel people. I've even seen articles about how Kevin Feige, is that how you say his name? Might be mad at Disney, and what? This is small potatoes. I still believe, but less so than I did before, that they're going to just write her a check because it seems fair to just write her a check. The world changed, right? but box office is box office. Now, she has stated, when I say she, it's the press releases through the lawyers that I've read, said simply that they were promised an exclusive box office release. Disney's probably has a lawyer or two on their payroll, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have said that and not paid her. So I don't know why Scarlett just doesn't reach out through her lawyers and say, or her agent and say, hey, can we come to some accommodation? Why wouldn't Disney do that? They would. But then when you go to fight, right? It's like you ever had maybe you're the boss of somebody and you really like them, you want to help them, and you feel like you're helping them, and they've got this issue and they got this issue, but you're trying to help them, right? And then they come out fighting. They want to fight with you, and you're like, okay, well then screw you. I feel like that's where she's put Disney. I think this is an interesting situation. Francisco in the house. What's going on, Francisco? By the way, those people in green are members of the channel, like Francisco, like Eileen. Thank you so much for being members of the chat. A couple other people are members of the chat here. That just means they bless me and my family with a little support. I don't hate Scarlett's decisions as Mouse, Ears, and Magic podcast. Here's the thing. A contract can be renegotiated, and they didn't for whatever reason. That's why HBO isn't having any issues with actors and the releases. I don't disagree with any of that. I don't. So let's continue with the article. Cruella, due to the pandemic, was released in theaters and on Disney Plus, Disney Plus tier on May 26th, earning more than $222. I got this up there. I should do this now. $222 million, 2 times 3. Not really. In worldwide ticket sales. The release of Cruella 2 is a ways off, and it's not certain at this time whether the movie will be a pure theatrical release or like its predecessor, released simultaneously. We're going to get to Bob Chapek at some point, but he's basically said, we're going to do what we want to do. Emma Stone's deal for Cruella 2, I hear, this is again through deadline.com, not me, mutually benefits both sides, especially at a time when Disney is still assessing the dynamic window model on its event titles. Here's the quote. Ready? While the media landscape has disrupted in a meaningful way for all distributors, their creative partners cannot be left on the sidelines to carry a disproportionate amount of the downside without the potential for upside. This agreement demonstrates that there can be equitable path forward that protects artists and aligns studios' interest and talent. We are proud to work alongside Emma and Disney and appreciate the studio's willingness to recognize her contributions as a creative partner. Blah, 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 blah. I think that Scarlett's out on a limb here. I think that Scarlett's going to lose. I'm kind of on her side, which is weird for me, right? Because I'm a Disney guy, but I'm kind of on her side in the sense that she should have been compensated at a level commensurate to the percentage they asked for in the box office with premiere access. But just because I think she should doesn't mean that's what she gets, right? I think I should get paid $1 million to go to work, but I don't get paid $1 million to go to work, right? My point is this. Scarlett probably screwed herself, in my opinion, by going hard. She should have said, hey, how can we come to a conclusion? Now, maybe she's just done. The contract's up. Kevin Feige has already come out and said these big contracts, and this is being ignored in the media, in my opinion. The Disney media, the headlines that I read, and I read more than the average bear does. They are presenting, hey, Kay, good morning, Kay. They are presenting a contentious kind of thing. They want Bob Chapek to be the bad guy, right? The Disney public seems to hate him, and the blogosphere definitely doesn't like him, right? I don't quite get that hate, but that's another conversation for another day. But he's already come out and said, Kevin Feige now from Marvel has already come out and said, we're not going to pay these big contracts for the big stars anymore. That's not the future of Marvel. Scarlett comes to an end of her contract. The movie's over. Black. She finally gets her movie, right? Everybody wanted her to get her movie. It does very, very well, but her contract's up. And Kevin has already come out. Like I know these people, Kevin, right? And the Marvel guy comes out and already has said, we're not going to give these big contracts, ending her relationship. I mean, she's not going to take a smaller contract, ending the future, right? There's no future there. So what does she have to lose by asking Disney for more? Now, I would have asked, not fought it. And maybe there's stuff behind the scenes. Maybe she's already asked, but it seems to me that she wanted to sever those ties pretty hard. She definitely did. Disney has officially parted ways with her and has canceled Tower of Terror, in which she was the star. Exactly. Will from Hitchhiking Bones in the House, short-sighted on her part. I agree with that. While I've been on her side for the most of it, and again, the details are sketchy, the idea of her getting paid the percentage of the box office through the premiere, it seems equitable to me. I don't even like that word. But I agree with what Will just said. Short-sighted on her part. And maybe she's listening to her lawyers, but you're responsible for that, right? She cost herself other future opportunities. Yeah, exactly. And the Tower of Terror movie would have certainly done well. It's going to do better. I mean, that original Steve Guttenberg thing is not even something people consider. It's going to be something that's going to get, well, would have gotten eyeballs. I don't know why they scrapped the whole film, though, because they replace actors and producers all the time. Movies get scrapped all the time, man. Movies get scrapped all the time. So, it doesn't mean it's gone forever, right? So anyway, that's what's going on. So Emma versus Scarlett, I find it interesting, the timing. Emma coming in, kind of squashing Scarlett's argument, right? Like, it seems to me there's this collectivism, especially in the media blogosphere, that wants, let's just glom on, and Marvel bad, Star Wars bad, Disney bad. No, not so much. Not so much. They're paying, like, if you're mad when the actors don't have a job, but then you're mad at them when they get paid. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Disney is one of the places to be if you're an actor. They pay well, and they produce some of the biggest hits on the planet. She's also pregnant. Oh, I didn't know that. I think that had something to do with, where'd it go? I think that had something to do, but I have no backing for that. I don't know anything about that. I didn't know she was pregnant. Probably not relevant, though. She wouldn't probably be doing anything in the next 9 months. Hey, Hitchhiking Moans, what's going on? So anyway, I find that interesting. I think the Emma Stone announcement for Cruella, right in the backdrop of, Scarlett's situation, I just find it interesting, and I wanted to lead with that today. There's other stuff along those lines that we should probably talk about. The Bob Chapek stuff I find interesting. Let's go to that. Hype Beast, which I don't know much about, hypebeast.com, but I pulled this up. I don't know if it was last night or whatever. Disney has reportedly figured out ways to fairly compensate talent following the Black Widow lawsuit, as revealed by CEO Bob Chapek. So again, Thursday after stock market hours, Disney reported, and they had their earnings call or whatever they call it. So we're going to talk about that real fast. The Walt Disney Company has reportedly found a way to fairly compensate its talent, irrespective of the movie's released agreement. Here it comes from Bob Chapek. He shared the news during a recent earnings call and this arrives just shortly after Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow lawsuit. Boy, I'm not reading very well. I apologize. Since COVID has begun, we've entered hundreds of talent arrangements with our talent, and by and large, they've gone very, very smoothly. Of course, not all of them have. That's me adding that back to the quote. So we expect that wouldn't be the case going forward, he said, adding that without naming Johansson or the Marvel film, the Walt Disney Company is trying to do the best thing for all its constituents and make sure that everybody who's in the value chain feels like they're having their contractual commitments honored, both from a distribution and a compensation standpoint. So the article headlines that I saw, 4 or 5 or 6 of them, were Chapek claps back at Scarlett. Doesn't look like that's what that is to me. It looks like what he's saying is, and I've been there, not at the Disney level, at what I do level. Listen, we've got somebody crying over here. We don't seem to have any problems over here, and I've done a bunch of deals. That's what he's saying. They're continuing to make movies. They're continuing to hire new talent. They're continuing to continually build relationships. Why would Disney want to sever ties with somebody? I think this is going to come out. I've been on Scarlett's side for a while on this. I think it's going to come out that Scarlett's going to be the loser here, and maybe it won't matter. I mean, she's been paid very, very well. Maybe she's done. I don't know, but it seems somebody said it earlier, short-sighted to me. Johansson sued Disney late July. You guys all know that breach of contract, claiming the Black Widow contract with Marvel promised an exclusive theatrical release. Wouldn't that be easy to prove? It either does or it does not. Case closed, whatever the answer is. And that her salary was largely based on the film's performance at the box office. Disney intentionally induced Marvel's breach of agreement without justification in order to prevent Miss Johansson from realizing the full benefit of her bargain with Marvel. Hey, Disney Trash Can, what's going on? That makes no sense to me. The more I learn about this, the more I read it, the less likely I think that Scarlett's going to come out ahead on this. Disney's not stupid. They're not going to breach contract. And why would they want to breach contract with a star? Even a star that's leaving them. That's stupid, because that would hurt them in getting talent moving forward. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Chapek said they're releasing Shang-Chi. Yes, we're going to talk about that for 45 days. So let's go to that. Mouse ears and magic. That's going to be the good segue. Let's go to that, because I'm not overly excited for this movie. I'm excited because it's something new, right? I'm excited because I know nothing. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Because I know nothing about it, so I'm a blank slate. So I'm excited from that perspective. Hey, Space Mountain Dave, what's going on, buddy? I don't know anything about the story, which I guess kind of makes me a little excited about it because, again, I like the brand newness of that. Does that make sense? Let's just get to it. It's a good segue. It's perfect timing. So, and I apologize if I pronounce anything wrong. That is, I hope I don't. But Shang-Chi star Simu Liu? I don't know. This is just straight from Yahoo. I hope I'm saying the names right. I apologize if I'm not. Hits back at Disney CEO Bob Chapek. I don't know if I agree with that, but maybe. We'll see. We are not an experiment. So when I saw that, I like, what? There's so many headline writers in the Disney blogosphere that go after Bob Chapek that I look with a grain of salt at them. Let's read it and talk about it. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings star Simu Liu, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. On Saturday, hit back at Disney CEO Bob Chapek's comments in which he called the upcoming Marvel Studios film an interesting experiment. I'll call it an interesting experiment, and here's why, what Bob Chapek said, but let's get to it. Chapek confirmed during the company's quarterly earnings call, and see, I think most people stop right there, right? It is an interesting experiment. That's not a bad thing. What's negative about that? Here it comes. On the Thursday call, blah, blah, blah. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings with 45 days of theatrical exclusivity despite the surge in COVID-19 infections threatening the global office. So let me follow. Let's go deeper. On Shang-Chi, we think, this is Chapek talking. On Shang-Chi, we think it's going to be an interesting experiment. The prospect of taking a Marvel title to Disney Plus after just 45 days will be an interesting data point. So what they've done is they've either had, I believe it's a 90-day theatrical release in general, 3 months of just to the theaters is the way they usually do it. But since COVID, by the way, Disney wasn't first with this. Universal was with, was that Minions, maybe? I don't really remember, to be honest with you. Anyway, so the Disney goes to the Disney Plus, the Premier Access model, right? Mulan and Cruella and some of those. So you either have 90 days in the theaters until you go to Disney Plus, or you go straight to Disney Plus with Premier Access, or you do a hybrid, Premier Plus, Premier Access, and theatrical release. Or now this one, an interesting experiment, they're going to give them 45 days exclusive rights in AMC, in, whatever, in the theaters until they go to Premier Access. That's the experiment. It's another data point. It's another way of doing it. We're still not out of the pandemic. They're still trying to decide what they want to do. Disney's leading the way with garnering these data points, as Chapek said, for the industry. We are the underdog, the underestimated, Lou said. Again, I apologize if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that will persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise. I love the positivity. I love the attitude. I don't know where the conflict is there. We are not an experiment. By the way, that's not in quotes. I find that interesting. We are the underdog, the underestimated, the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise. I love that. Then he says, I'm fired the F up. He didn't say F, to make history on September 3rd. Join us. I don't see what's controversial there. He does say at one point, we are not an experiment. You're not an experiment. The movie's not an experiment. The theatrical release, the 45 days, is the experiment. Why is it an experiment? Because it's different. They've done 90 days. They've done no days. They've done straight to Premier Access. And this is a 45 day. So that's what the experiment is. Make sense yet? Mouse Ears and Magic podcast says, to me, it's interesting that they are testing it with a movie not a lot of people are super excited about. Huge build-up for Black Widow. Well, I mean, you've got it. You only have what you have, right? I mean, I agree. It's not Black Widow, but not everything is Black Widow, right? Like, you've got to do they're putting out movies. How many movies have they put out since the pandemic? I mean, you don't have that many options. So I don't know. I think this is much ado about nothing. Maybe this guy's upset. I don't know. Chapek acknowledged Thursday that the studio made the decision to put the next MCU film in theaters only rather than the hybrid release on Disney Plus when infection rates were much lower. However, he believes the film will provide the studio with an opportunity to test both the film's box office and streaming performance under a theatrical window that is shorter than the 90-day period. I don't know what's confusing about this. It makes sense to me. I'm going to jump a little farther down. The Suicide Squad, which only grossed an estimated $2.2 million on its second Friday, an 81% drop from the opening day, is estimated to drop another 73% this weekend from its opening for a $7.2 million second frame. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which stars Simu Liu in the title role, opens September 3rd. I just think we live in this hyper partisan, hyperbolic, all these hypers, all the hyper words, hyperspace mountain, no, all ready for conflict. And it is a little clickbaity. Now, I don't know if the star was really offended by the word experiment, but get over yourself. He's not talking about you. You're not a lab rat. You're a star of a movie, and the movie released 45-day theatrical release date is the experiment. At some point, we got to stop thinking that words are hurting us so bad. Can't compare any Marvel movie to Suicide Squad. It's horrible. I actually like the original. I have not seen the second. I'm a big Jared Leto fan, so I'm an outlier on that one too. Anyway, I don't know. I found that interesting. It's a little annoying. I want to go in with a fresh sense of excitement for the new movie. I don't know much about it. We'll see. I've purposely stayed away from stuff too, but it's not that hard. Nobody knows much about it, I don't think. And Free Guy, can we talk about Free Guy? How are we doing on the clock? Yeah, we got 20 minutes. So I want to talk about Free Guy. I think I got 3 more topics. So let's try to get through these. Free Guy, haven't seen it. Have you? Ryan Reynolds confirms Disney wants a Free Guy sequel already. I like the original too. The new one was not good. The Suicide Squad we're talking about? Yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm less interested because, hey, Misty, what's going on, Misty Harris? I liked it. I liked the Joker. I liked Jared Leto's Joker. I know everybody hated him. He's another one that I think gets hate because he's so popular. I don't understand. Will says, yeah, it seemed like a strange choice on the actor's part to take offense at Chapek's comment when it's not named. Yeah, exactly, Will. It's not about, he's not an experiment. Like, is he super hyper sensitive, or was it just crappy reporting to get clickbait? I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out. But get over yourself, man. If somebody uses the word experiment and you think it's about you, that makes you the crazy one. So I don't know. We'll see. Bob Chapek wasn't being a putz there. Ryan Reynolds confirms Disney wants Free Guy sequel. The actor of the action-adventure comedy film tweeted on Saturday that sequel to the video game-themed film is on the horizon. Ryan Reynolds confirmed in a brief tweet, I just said that, and after 3 years messaging as an original IP movie, intellectual property, Disney confirmed today that they officially want a sequel, wrote the actor on Twitter. Woohoo! Irony. I don't know what the irony part is. This is from The Hollywood Reporter. What could the irony be there? Hey, Timothy Rainwaters, what's going on, my man? Hope you're having a great morning. While no additional info was given, 20th Century Fox retweeted Reynolds. I forget that 20th Century is Disney. Yeah, that's crazy. Retweeted Reynolds' post, and director Sean Levy shared it with the quote, "Yep. Free Guy." I mean, yep. What? I don't know. What's that guy on Storage Wars? Yep. Free Guy is Levy's latest action-adventure comedy. That guy's a putz, by the way, that yep guy. Oh. Which was delayed multiple times due to COVID. Finally released earlier this week, heading for a $25 million plus opening at the box office with a sequel, 20th Century, and Disney may be on the path to launch a family-friendly PG-13 franchise. The film stars Reynolds as a bank teller who discovers that he's actually a non-player character in a brutal open-world video game. He is determined to become the hero and save his friends from getting deleted by the game's creator. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care about this movie. It doesn't look that good. I've heard good things. Pretty much everything I've read and people I've talked to who saw it liked it. I'm not saying I won't watch it. I'm not saying I will. If I had a choice between a Breaking Bad episode that I've seen 12 times and seeing this, I'd probably watch the Breaking Bad episode on my couch. But people like it. Oh, you're sweet, Sandy. You're very sweet. Thank you for saying that. Let me get caught up in chat. I feel like I'm way behind in chat. Anybody care about Ryan Reynolds? I mean, I like Ryan Reynolds. He's fine. Real mouse ears and magic. Great point. I love this. Realistically, we're the experiment, not the movie or the actors. That's exactly right. We are. It's like calling the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm reacts to us, not the other way around. We're not little. Well, we kind of are little sheep, actually, but we're not sheep to the algorithm, right? The algorithm reacts to what we watch. If eyeballs watch my videos, the algorithm sends more eyeballs, right? That's such a good point, mouse ears. We are the guinea pigs here. Are we going to go to it? First of all, 45 days seems too long. Anyway, 90 days sure as heck is too long. A movie 3-4 weeks is super long for people caring. Very rarely is a movie going to stay in the top 10 outside. Maybe it's a little different right now with pandemic, but in a general time, very rarely does a movie stay in the top 10 for more than 4 weeks. It's very rare, big, huge movies that do that. All right. Good stuff. Good points. Back to this. We don't care about the Ryan Reynolds things anymore. Let's get rid of that. Bingo, bango, boom. So anyway, let me know if you care about Free Guy. I don't. This is kind of cool. This is actually very cool. I almost led with this because I like Disney YouTubers a lot. I don't know these guys. I did. Let me get caught up in the chat again. LOL, what a reference. Been a while since I've watched an episode of Storage Wars. Yep. Has a real Wreck-It Ralph sound. I loved Wreck-It Ralph too. I liked Wreck-It Ralph. You know, B minus. I loved Wreck-It Ralph too. A, not even A minus. A. That's how good I like Wreck-It Ralph too. As a Disney YouTuber, hey, Magic Mouse Radio, we're about to talk about you in a minute here. As a Disney YouTuber, Wreck-It Ralph 2, we should all love them. It was so good. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I'm mildly interested in the movie. It could go either way. It could be good or it could be a real stinker. Yeah. Let's see. I feel like I missed a lot of chats. Guys, I apologize. I like to talk to chat and I'm not doing a very good job. The Suicide Squad issue is the same issue people have with the Star Wars sequels, says Cosmic 8. If you're a huge fan of the series, you'll be harsher. I'm so right on the interpretation that strays too far. That's a really good point. That is such a good point. Like the Star Wars, I can take to the Star Wars side of it more than I can the DC side. Suicide Squad being a DC, Joker, all that stuff. I don't care about DC. I'll enjoy a good Star Wars movie now and then. I found Suicide Squad interesting. The scary model chick who didn't talk, that was on the scale of 1 to 10. She is the reason the glaciers are melting. That's how hot she is. Her being the monster worked for me because, I just told you why. And then I love Jared Leto, right? I thought the chick with the bat was pretty cool, but it got a little old. They didn't really use Will Smith very well. There was a lot of actors in it. There was a lot of stuff in it. I liked it a lot. I didn't love it. What I loved about it was the Jared Leto stuff that everybody hated and they cut out a bunch and all that. Had no interest in number 2. I'm not saying I'll never watch it, but I haven't yet. But I do like the Wreck-It Ralph reference that we just talked about. Catching up. We are at, there you go. We are at an hour and 15 minutes from the premiere. We should talk about that now. So we'll use that as a segue. Magic of the Mouse Radio is in the house. That's Bill. If you didn't watch my show with him last night, you should have. We talked on Creator Talk Live. We talked about YouTube Shorts and TikTok stuff for maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes. And we had about an hour of a great interview. I thought it was a great interview with Bill, the founder, the owner, the King Poobah of Magic of the Mouse Radio. Disney Top 100, the Disney Countdown by me, Jeff Bates, Dole Whip Dad on YouTube. Have you heard of him? I love that guy. On Magic of the Mouse Radio. How do you listen to it? Where do you listen? You go to Magic of the Mouse Radio on the internet. Just type in Magic of the Mouse Radio. There's all kinds of places you can listen to it. But my top 100 Disney songs of all time kicks off today at noon Eastern time, 11 o'clock my time. You need to be there. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's continue with the show. Disney balloons. This is pretty cool. So InsideTheMagic.net did a headline that caught my eye. YouTubers spend over $700 to give away balloons at Disney World. This is a cute story. Straight from InsideTheMagic.net. Disney YouTubers are always finding new and fun ways to show off the theme in the theme parks, and some even find ways to ensure that guests around them are having a magical day. Blah, 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 blah. For $728, Adam, Eric, and Kara, I'm paraphrasing now, also known as the Insiders on YouTube. I admit I don't know them well. I was subscribed to them already, but I was unaware of them. So I had to be aware of them a little bit, right? Because I was already subscribed. But anyway, Adam, Eric, and Kara, I hope I'm saying that right. It might be Kara, also known as the Insiders. These Disney fans and YouTubers purchased 52 balloons for a total of $728, only to walk around the Magic Kingdom and hand them out as guests for free. This seemed like a very Mr. Beast meets Disney YouTuber thing, and I love it. I don't know them. I'm probably going to reach out to them because I just want to say thank you for being awesome. I love Disney YouTubers, and so I'll reach out to them, and maybe we'll get them on the show or something if they're interested. But I love this. To watch the full video, you can go to their channel. I've got the hiccups. Buying every balloon. And they're just cute kids, and they bought all the balloons, and they walked around, and they gave them to people in the Magic Kingdom. It was easy to see, excuse me, it was easy to see how quickly, hold on, the Insiders were able to give away so many guests, or give so many guests a magical moment. We caught up with the YouTubers who discussed their experience making the video. Here's a quote from the article from the Insiders. Yeah, it is sweet, right? I love it. It's a great idea. Yes, I totally agree. I love this so much. Just before the pandemic, we were doing a series of short surprises in the park, sharing a fast pass or buying a popcorn bucket for random guests. What a great idea. Those Disney YouTubers are there you're there all the time if you live there, right? This is easy. This is fun. I love this idea. I love this idea. Over the pandemic, we missed the magic that the Disney parks brought to us. So on our channel, we started doing Monday live streams called Magic Mondays. And the entire purpose of those streams was to encourage people to be kind and make magic within their communities. It's not said right, but that's got to be what it is. Flipper's Pool now. What's going on? Welcome in. What a fun name, Flipper's Pool. I loved Flipper when I was a kid. The insiders wanted to see more magic being created and wanted a space where they could share stories, and others could as well. This led them to create a Facebook group called the Magic Makers. I don't know these guys. I know a lot of Disney YouTubers. I'm proud to call a bunch of Disney YouTubers friends. I don't know these guys yet. I will reach out to them and I will thank them. And I'm saying this in advance. I'm saying this to you in advance of me doing that. I hope I send a couple people their way. Hey, Resort Budgeting, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a great morning. When I started this channel, there was a bunch of reasons to it. One of the channels was to spread that joy, right? To spread the joy. I love Disney. I love talking Disney with my family. I love talking Disney with you guys. It's not the most important thing in the world. We're not saving the world from, totalitarianism, or we're not curing cancer, or we're not feeding those who, are homeless now in Haiti. We're spreading a little joy and we're sharing what we love. And this gets me. I love it. Getting a little kid, giving a little girl or a little boy in Fantasyland a balloon and watching them light up. I mean, how many times do you see some mom who just can't, right? They're walking by, the kid wants the balloon. It's $29.95 for a balloon, right? They've already spent $1,000 that day. I get it. I've been that dad that I can't buy the kid everything, right? And to be able to do that and buy them a balloon. To all my Disney YouTuber friends that live stream and do videos from the parks, Mr. Beast it. The insiders, this is so smart. So smart. If somebody did a Mr. Beast version of Disney where they just gave away unbelievable Disney stuff, they would blow up. You're welcome. Whoever it is that goes and does that, you're welcome. It's really from them. This works. This would work. I live in Texas. And believe me, I would live in Orlando if my wife would let me. But I live in Texas. Paul Engel, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Hey, BDF, Keith, what's going on, buddy? Hope you're having a magical morning, as they say. So I love this. Go check them out, the insiders. Again, this is not an endorsement. I don't know them. I endorse the heck out of this idea and this attitude, though. And I will. I've got a busy day today, but at some point today, I hope to reach out to them. And last but not least, today, we just talked about it. At 12 noon, 11 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock in, Albuquerque, 9 o'clock on the Pacific Coast, the first episode of the Disney Countdown, the Disney Top 100 songs 100 through 96. That'd be a long show. Songs 100 through 96 get announced today. Next week will be 95 through 91. And every week, all the way till the end, up to and including New Year's Day, where you get to all 100 songs in a row, and the announcement of my number one song, the Disney Countdown, only on Magic Mouse Radio. You need to check it. Hey, Christy, what's going on? Christy's Corner. Hope you're having a great morning. I hope you guys check it out. I really do. To say I worked hard on it would be a stupid way to say it. It wasn't as easy as it sounds. Getting it down from 100 to 100 songs was hard enough. When I just wrote down a bunch of songs to try to get to, okay, this might make it, it was like 143 or something like that. Getting that pared down to 100 was harder than you could have ever imagined. And I'm still in the process of getting it fine-tuned all the way. What I did is I put them into tiers, and it was very hard to put them in. Okay, this is a top 10 song. This is a 91 through 100 song. It was very hard. Like, this took way longer than I thought it was going to take. The recording of it is not hard at all. Recording is, once I get the sketch, it's right here. I'm looking at it right here. The recording of the audio for it was the fun part. I can't give away one. So I'll do one that's going to obviously. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, probably on the list somewhere, right? Probably not today, probably on the list somewhere. And so what I do is I just look up the song, I go online, and I find a fun tidbit to talk about, something that I didn't know or something that I love that I share. Will there be a replay if we miss one? Yes. Let me share that with you. So I'll pull up the schedule and so the schedule is not currently on my Tears for Fears. I love Tears for Fears. I love it. Everybody wants to watch the Disney Countdown. Okay, listen to the Disney Countdown. Tears for Fears. Where did that come from, Nico? Nico the Greco in the house. What's going on? So the list will, so the schedule will be on dolewhipdad.com. I'm hoping to do a video. I won't get to it before noon today. I'm hoping to do a video today or tomorrow that announces the show. I mean, we did the live show last night, but I'll put something that stays on my channel, and then I'll put the schedule on it. But again, on dolewhipdad.com, the schedule's not there. I should have done that already. But it'll be up there too. You can go to Magic the Mouse Radio. I bet there's a schedule up there, but let me pull it up. Bill told us last night, and he texted it to me, so let me find it, and I'll just tell you. But I do promise you this: today's 12 o'clock Eastern time show. Oh, you put the song in. I get it. Tears for Fears. Okay. Where's the schedule? I'm losing my train of thought because I want to give you guys the schedule. Again, on Magic of the Mouse Radio, only on Magic of the Mouse Radio. And then I'll probably do a weekly update video too, where after I announce the songs, I write songs that, no. Where the heck is it? See, me and Bill text a lot, so I'm scrolling back to find it in his text. And we got, if you could be a fly on the wall on me and Bill's text thing, it's a lot of sports talk, a lot of stock talk, a lot of Shibu Inu talk, a lot of Dodgers rock, Philly suck talk. Is it here? I don't want to. Okay, here we go. Finally, here's the weekly schedule. Monday, new show every Monday, Thursday and Saturday at 12 Eastern time. So Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, 12 Eastern time, right? And then also Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll type that into the chat. Let me type that into the chat. Oh, there it is. Bill just put it there. Magic of the Mouse Radio to the rescue. New Disney Top 100 airs a new episode every Monday at 12 noon Eastern time. That's 11 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Pacific time, with replays on Thursday and Saturday at noon Eastern. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7 Eastern. So basically for 12 noon and 7 Eastern, a couple days a week. And I'll put that out there. I'll do a video on it, and I'll put it on my website. Nobody goes to the website. I get less than 100 hits a week on the website. But whatever. We'll put it out there, and maybe I'll start pushing people there. Not more important to that, but in addition to that, I now have, I think I have 5 now. I don't know, 4 or 5. I don't know. I had 2 during the live show and 2 or 3 since then of people that are interested in getting ads up on there. And hey, Ruby Princess, what's going on? If you've got a YouTube channel, if you got Disney merch, if you've got something that fits into the people who are the ears that are listening to Magic the Mouse Radio, and the numbers are through the roof. He is growing like a weed. Not a weed. A weed, you want to pull a weed. He's growing like a sunflower. Oh, that sounds really less manly than I'd like it to sound. He's growing really fast. Hundreds of thousands of earballs on over a month's time. If you want to talk about getting an ad, I'm going to send out something today. Again, I've got a busy day. That's part of my busy day. You know, you want to get your product or service opportunity on this. And, you know, he spent a lot. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? He spent a lot of money. I mean, he won't say this because he's just a nice, humble guy, but I will. He spent a ton of money on these radio stations, and he does. He's doing it because he loves it. And I love that. So let's help him. Let's get him some revenue so he at least breaks even, people, so it doesn't go away. Ruby Princess in the house. Good morning to you. Jeff's personal bully. Jesse's in the house. What's going on? Hope everybody's having a good day. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me. So we talked about Magic the Mouse Radio kicking off today, right? Kicking off today in an hour and 5 minutes. Magic the Mouse Radio, my Disney Countdown, the top 100 songs ever. You guys want a hint? Oh, I'm dropping stuff. The first song, the number 100 song on the list. So it was. Let's talk about this for the last couple minutes. Hey, Tina, what's going on, Tina? Hope you're having a great Monday morning. I almost said Saturday morning. See that, by the way? Jeff's personal bully, Tina, they're in green. Why are they in green? Because they're members of the channel, and I love them. Bill, Magic Mouse, he's a member of the channel. Thank you, members of the channel. Love that. They get access to emojis and some silly stuff. Hitchhiking Bones. There you go. Anyway, the number 100 song to me was important. I didn't want anyone to come in and hear a first song and go, oh, I don't like that. So it was important to me that it was real to the list, that it had to be in that area, but it had to be one that might catch you. While it's the 100th, my 100th favorite song, I can tell you that when this song starts, it makes me happy 100% of the time. I could be in the worst mood in the world, And the second I hear the first note from the first song that is the number 100 on the list that you guys get to hear in an hour and 3.5 minutes on Magic Mouse Radio, Practically Nikki in Every Way. Oh my gosh, I love that name. Practically Nikki in Every Way. That YouTube name is Practically Perfect in Every Way. I love it. Hello from the UK. Hope you're having a beautiful day in the land of no sun. Anyway, so the top 100 song, the number 100 song, it actually is important to me. It's probably brought a tear to my eye a couple times in my life. I love it. And there's 99 songs more that are ranked higher. I will also tell you this hint about the number 100 song. If I told you the name of it, you wouldn't recognize it. I bet, what do we got, 26 of you in here? I bet no more than 3 or 4 of you would know it by its title. I'm still not going to tell you, but that is a hint. And it's important to me that I get some feedback. I love feedback in general. It makes me happy, by the way. But what I really want is I want to hear from you. I want to hear, oh my gosh, I loved it. Oh my gosh, I hate it. All that kind of stuff. But I also want to hear from you, Jeff, but my favorite Disney song is. So let's do an iconic one. Kiss the Girl. Let's say your favorite Disney song is Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid. Might have made my top 100 somewhere. Might not be today because it's only a song 100 through 96 and it's a song I love. Might be high on the list. But my point is, maybe that's your favorite song. Maybe Ruby Princess favorite all-time song is Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid. Favorite Disney song. Maybe Ruby Princess sends that in to me. And then I say, Ruby Princess, would you like me to announce it? Or would you like to do the audio for, hey, this is Ruby Princess. And my all-time favorite Disney song is Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid. And then I pop on and say, and Kiss the Girl is ranked number, whatever, on my list. Ruby Princess's favorite song. Make sure you check out Ruby Princess on Instagram at blah, blah, blah. Here's Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid. It could be you, Practically Nikki in Every Way. Practically Nikki in Every Way's favorite all-time Disney song better be from Mary Poppins, right? How many Mary Poppins songs should make the top 100? That was difficult. Sebastian the Crab, I was just talking about you. Okay, I've been ninja listening. I love this. I have been ninja listening, but you're talking about a song in my movie. So hi, Sebastian the Crab. I love your song. And I love your name, and I love that you're here. And I do love that song. Definitely on the list. So now I listen to Magic the Mouse Radio in the car or in my office, or I'll listen to Sirius XM's Disney station. And if I'm not alone and I'm with my wife a lot in the car or whatever, or my daughters, I'll say, that made my list. Oh, that one didn't make my list. Because it's been like, for the past 2 months, it's been a big time thing. He's reading minds now. I love that song. Right, Ruby? Another hint, please. Okay. Any Star Wars theme music? Jay, I had such trouble deciding if Star Wars should make it or not. I talk about it in the show. You'll have to watch. Big Texas Howdy to Sebastian the Crab. Such good names in the chat. Flipper's Pool, Jay Skywalker, Hitchhiking Boat, Sebastian the Crab, not Practically Perfect, Practically Mary? Not Practically Mary. Where'd it go? Practically Nikki. Practically Nikki. I need to know you. Practically Nikki in Every Way. I love that name so much. I love Feed the Birds, says Flipper's Pool. Let me know in the chat, what's your favorite song? Feed the Birds is a great one from Mary Poppins. So Mary Poppins, one of the best one of the best Disney album soundtracks, whatever, ever, right? It won the Academy Award. It won the Academy Award for Best Song for the year. Chim Chim Cheree, which probably makes my top 100, but isn't my favorite song from Mary Poppins. Do you want to know what my favorite song is from Mary Poppins? You'll have to watch the countdown. So today on the top 100, in exactly 1 hour, you're going to get the number 100 song that I love, that the first note you hear it, if you know the song, and you do, more than half of you know it, probably all of you know it. You'll know it. The first note, you'll know it. Then you get a song from a Hooters girl. Some of you know now and some of you don't. Then you get a song from an animated short. I'll leave it there. Then you get a holiday song, and then you get a holiday song. The top 100 starts today, number 100 through 96, only on Magic the Mouse Radio. I had so much fun making this. Bill gives me crap all the time because it takes a long time to get the stuff to him. It's hard, but the hard part's over. And now I'm going to crank out a couple every week, and he'll be way ahead of the game. Linda Warfel in the house. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're here. Practically Nikki in Every Way. I love that too. And let's go fly a kite. Makes me nostalgic, right? So I had the album. I got some of my Disney albums right there, but I don't want to make me walk over there. I had the Mary Poppins album, and I would listen to that all the time. And you know what? I didn't like Let's Go Fly a Kite as much because it was the end of the album. It always made me sad. But then I just went to the beginning. I love the music of Mary Poppins. I love the music of Disney. I love this new project, and it'll mean a lot to me if you guys listen. But more than that, give me feedback. Email me, dolewhipdad@gmail.com. Let me know, hey, I listened. Hey, I loved it. Hey, I hated it would be fine too. I don't want to hear that you hated it, but I'd like to know what you didn't like about it if you didn't, because I want to make this a good project. And I've only recorded the first 2. I'm going to record 2 more episodes, numbers 90 through 86 and 85 through 81 this week. Probably Wednesday, actually. But regardless, sometime this week to send him both. And I'm going to do them 2 a week. That way I give myself some time to, well, get better. Let's be real. And also to give me to manage the rankings. But I also want to hear, are you interested? Well, do you want an ad on Magic Mouse Radio? Prices are unbelievably low. So to support my boy. Also, do you want to be on the show, right? My favorite song is Sandy Norris's favorite song is When You Wish Upon a Star. And it is number whatever on that would be fun, right? Hercules, Go to the Distance. Jay, nice. Love it. I just want to make this big. And I've got some other ideas. And he's just so awesome letting me do crazy things over there. You can get great Disney podcast over there. You get great Disney music 24/7. Again, Magic of the Mouse Radio. If you haven't listened to it yet already, it's awesome. Can we help you decide songs in future episodes? You can. Now, I've given him my 100 songs. Okay. But I also have the 43 that I might throw together a special, these are the ones that missed it thing, but we haven't really even discussed that yet. But Flippers Pool, yeah, everything's still open. Yes. So I gave him the first 100 songs, and then my top, I gave him 100 through 96 and 95 through 91. And there's 2 songs on there that weren't on the original list. One of them he didn't even have yet. He had to go get. So, and that song plays today, by the way. Tell you what, I should do a prize. How would we do it? I don't know. You guys send me some feedback. We'll listen to it together today, and I'll come up with something. Maybe I'll do some special. Let's do it. Let's just pick up something on the fly. I'll send somebody a Disney pin. I got a bunch of Disney pins everywhere. I'm so bad at mail, though. When I promise mail, it takes forever. If you're not in a hurry to get your crap, I promise to send you a Disney pin if you can name any of the songs that the first person who emails me today at dolewhipdad@gmail.com, the name of one of the songs that is on my list from 100 to 96. So this is hard. This is probably too hard. Send me a song that you think will be any of the songs today. This is impossible. This is a horrible idea. Nobody's going to be able to get this. I don't know. Send me an email saying you're going to listen to the show. I'll pick somebody at random. If I get 10 people, okay, here we go. Can you tell I'm deciding? If I get 10 or more emails today telling me here you go. Here we go. We're going to end with this. Ready? Here it goes. After you listen to the show, which premieres in just under an hour on Magic of the Mouse Radio, or you can watch the replay. I guess I should give it all week, huh? Okay. I keep changing. On Monday morning of next week, it will have played its entire time. Yes, this is fair. Anybody who emails me any of the songs, yes. Anybody who emails me any of the songs that were 100 through 96. Hey, my number 100 song was, and I liked it because, or I hated it because. Anybody who sends me an email that is proof that they listen to the show, that names one of the 5 songs that plays on the first episode, will be entered in a drawing that on this time next week, I better write this down. This time next week, we'll give away a Disney pin or some other crap that I find laying around. Deal? So email me, dolewhipdad@gmail.com after you listen to it. Name at least one of the 5 songs that I played on today's countdown, and you'll be entered in a contest. Maybe we'll do this every week. This is a fun idea. And we'll kick off the Monday show. Yeah, we'll do that. Does that make sense? So like if, I don't know, name a song. If Kiss the Girl, it's on the list and it's not on today. Okay. But if Kiss the Girl was on the list today and you sent me Kiss the Girl, you'd be entered in the contest. Fair enough? Does that make sense? And we'll make this a weekly thing. Name any song that was on the list. This is a good idea. And I'll send you something. And again, I'm really bad at mail. You'll get it. You just might be older than you are now. Let me get caught up in chat, and then we will say goodbye. Please, 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 please get over to watch. Nope, you can't watch. You can listen, though, to Magic the Mouse Radio. Out there, Hunchback of Notre Dame is my favorite, says Jesse. I like that one. Hercules, Go to Distance from Jay. When You Wish Upon a Star from Sandy. Yes, again, Flipper. Yeah, you will be helpful so many ways if you just send me your favorite song or whatever. It's nice to be able to catch one of your lives, as I am usually working when you're live. I listen to Magic Mouse Radio when I am planning lessons. Nice. I have got some lessons to plan too this week, Nikki. I bet we're in the same field or somewhere close. Can you drop the link in the chat for us to what? To the radio station? Is that what we're talking about? Can I? Maybe I'm not smart enough. I'm pulling up Magic the Mouse Radio. Okay, so it's WDIZDB, but I'll put the link right here. But you can listen to it all over the place. I listen to it on my I listened to it on my phone, I listened to it on my laptop, and I listened to it on my Google thing. Okay, it should be there now. Drop the link. Flipper's favorite song is Rubber Ducky, You're the One. You make bath time lots of fun. Cinderella Dream, a dream. I can't sing that one. That was hard to sing. Let It Go, Frozen, on the list quite a bit, not gonna lie. Great choice, blah, 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 blah. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Help, can I listen to this? Is it an app? Is a website? Sebastian the Crab, yes. Please listen to it. I just dropped the link to the website where you can click on it. You can listen to it on Live 365. You can listen to it on your Amazon playlist. You can listen to it everywhere. Just go on to Magic the Mouse Radio. Type in, if you're confused, type in Magic the Mouse Radio into Google, and it'll pop up. It'll take you to the website, which will give you the link, but there's a whole other million places to listen to it too. You know what, Bill? We need to do a video. We'll do a video. I'll put it on my channel on how to listen to Magic the Mouse Radio, because we need to do that. I'll do that this week. But again, there's the link. You should be able to click that. That should help you. It's easy. Tina, there you go. I just dropped the link. Good morning, everyone. Part of your world. Part of your world. That might be on the list too. Hatbox Ghost in the house. Richard Scott found. Okay, good. Thank you. Good. Everybody's got it. Okay, great. Got it. Thanks. Sorry, I thought you said and. Oh, no, you're fine. No problem. Grinning Ghost. We had to talk about that once, didn't we? Once Upon a Dream. Love it. Grin. So there are. I got to end the show. I've got stuff to do. There are Disney park songs on the list. There are. It's great. I loved it, and I love you guys. Do I need to do a search for Google? Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's Google, people. I hate ending the show because there's always more people here at the end, the beginning. It's just the way YouTube works. But I got to go. So you don't have to go, but you can't stay here. I hope you have the best day ever. I will be dropping a video. Daughter's birthday. It was birthday weekend, let's be real. Friday, we kicked it off. Saturday was her actual birthday. She turned 20. Yesterday was the family birthday party. 4-minute vlog. It's basically ready. It's probably the first thing I'll do. It'll go out in the next couple minutes probably. Or if I don't get it done by 11, I'm going to listen to the show, and it'll be after that. Please, please, please go to Magic the Mouse Radio. Listen to the show. Email me just one of the 5 songs that will be entered in the new weekly contest that we're going to do every Monday morning right here to promote the new show. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. You guys helped me find it today. Nick said it's a great song. Which one? I can't find it, but I love you all. Thank you for being here. If you're a member of the channel, if you're a veteran subscriber, if you're brand new here, if you're lurking in the back and you didn't say a word, if I sang your song, looking at you, Sebastian, whoever you are, if you watched, listened, even gave me a minute of your time today, I appreciate it. We'll be back, but most importantly, 49 plus minutes, 49 minutes and some seconds away. Get over to Magic the Mouse Radio. That's where I'll be listening to the Disney Countdown, the top 100 songs of Disney all time. I hope you give it some love. Send me an email with one of the songs. You'll be entered in the contest next week. Maybe I'll go out and buy a gift card or something. I'm not promising anything, but maybe. You never know. If I get, I don't know. If I get 100 emails, I'll definitely go get a gift card. How about that? Just send me a note and get in there. All right. Great job. Thank you. Thank you, Mouse Ears and Magic. Love it. Appreciate it. I got to go. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. I got to go. Have fun from the castle. Thanks for your time. Magic the Mouse Radio. Less than an hour. Be there. See you soon.